Okay, I'm not going to give her kitty nose. She literally hit the finish button, and that's why we lost power on the last one. She is in a very playful mood, but we're going to go for it because what we're going to talk about is, oh, my hair looks like a 1950s beehive or something. Oh, can you help me with that? Thank you. She is my hairstylist as well. So what we're going to talk about is so important, and I'm in this fresh space after this powerful dream I woke. Yeah. I can't concentrate when I love when she comes on lives, but what I want to talk to you is vital for you at this time to really let soak into your consciousness, and that is to find the place within yourself where you remember nothing is impossible. And I don't know if it's Deepak or Joseph Campbell or who said it. And I don't know if you've heard the version with the word possible or impossible, because there's two versions out there where you find the place inside where anything is possible. And I like that too, because sometimes I think when we're trying to outrun something in ourselves, where we're, saying, well, I'm not sick, if we can frame it with the reality. It's not a matter even of positive versus negative, because we need both positive and negative charges and ions. It's how the elemental magic happens. And so let's claim that we're going to find the space inside of ourselves where anything is possible. We're going to bring in that word possible into the vortex. We're going to play with it, relish it, chew it, devour it with our soul. So the place within you where anything is possible. Do you remember feeling that as a child? Do you remember being in the woods talking to the owls? Do you remember feeling that infinity, that is the key to this, that it is you who needs to access and align with the divine timing, the source energy, and then it will open with the most beautiful timing, and you won't have to figure it out or control it or budget it, or it'll just show up glistening, possibly like a miracle, a simple miracle. So let's talk about the last time you had a dream in the middle of the night and you woke from it, or in the morning, and it was just simmering. Did you give it time to speak its heart to you? I'm not talking about getting it on the table like you're a Frankenstein surgeon and I'm going to take this apart and I'm going to analyze it. That's what I've done a lot in my life, being a Virgo. And if you can, instead of getting it on the surgical table, just kind of take it into your arms for a while, maybe sip your favorite morning beverage and just kind of, you can just rock with it and just be like, because, well, it looks like I have some kind of magical ears coming out there. Because if you do that, if you're gentle with yourself, which I can't believe I'm still learning layers of this. So often I share what I am learning. And so this morning, instead of analyzing all these pieces of my dream, which I could share a little bit with you in a moment, but I just felt it. I just was like, And then when it was safe to come out, it was like, I felt this layer of shame, which was almost like this muddy child who all of a sudden was like, safe to come out? I'm not going to get shamed for being not perfect. And so this little muddy child is running around, and I'm just like teach me your mud pie recipe. Teach me how to just relax more and be imperfect. And so it was great, because then that muddy child did not stay a muddy child, and absorbed that into my core. And now I feel like I have an ally, and the weight of the shame is gone. So the work that you and I do when we go deeper, do not underestimate it. Make time for it. And right now I have more time in my life than I have ever had in my whole life. And that is a treasure to this mermaid. I may not be in Florida, but I'm sitting by this pond, and I have very little on my plate. I still have crates to unload. I still have so much to organize about my life here. I mean, I have my writing for the magazine job and my readings, which I love, which I marvel at, that no matter how much the chaos is in my life, I can so tune in to be the oracle and to help those that need some help along their paths. So that's there for you if you need it. But I wanted to share that when you emerge from your dreaming, if you are one who wants to wake your dreams in your daily life, and I know you are, you want to make room for your dreams at night, because that is your subconscious, like wrestling alligators. That is the part of you that is like trying really hard to show you things, to teach you, to reveal things you haven't wanted to look at. So one of the main themes in my dream, and I feel like this is going to change everything, is that in the dream, I was going to go to a concert. And maybe I'll tell you who it was a concert of, maybe I won't. But anyways, in this dream, I was having car troubles. I was at my favorite restaurant in Wisconsin, and of course my order, it's now like an hour and 20 minutes. I should look up the numerology of that. And the food hadn't come, and I'm like, just, you know, like feeling just completely out of control in my life, like to the point where now I'm dropping my car off for an oil change of all things. That's not even like a big car problem, but it has to be done that night. And now I'm really close to missing the concert, and I'm going to have to borrow a friend's car. And you know, of course, the police show up. If you ever have the police show up in your dreams. And so there's nothing really astonishing about the symbols of this dream. And I could have dismissed it when I woke up, but I just sat with it for like a half an hour. So I have the luxury of that in my life right now. And I'm just like, whoa, if I can get this core level thing of not feeling like I'm doing enough or I have enough time. You know, one of the things we are going to focus on is how to say, now that we're in Scorpio season, enough of doing things that fall short of the love that we know we're meant to live. Enough of that person in our daily life who is toxic, treating us that way. Enough. And then the more you do these, enough. Like for me, anything that's reflecting out there, it's connected. It's so hard to admit this, but it's like connected to something, some hook, some unresolved thing. So yeah, as I'm looking at my life this past year, and I'm realizing where I didn't feel enough about who I am and how that was creating scenarios all around me. And even I let it take one of the greatest joys for me in June when I had a Coldplay ticket and I did not make it to the concert that night. So I didn't make it to the concert in my dream either. Strangely, it was not even a concert. It was the poet Shel Silverstein, which I got to go down a rabbit hole with that, because, you know, I know he's the where the sidewalk ends guy, and maybe that was the boundary symbol in that. But yeah, where can you say enough so then inside you can bloom with enough room for what is your enough, what is your satisfaction, what is your feeling of complete purpose, what is your beloved, loving place where you are at the heart of it all. I want that for you. I want you to find the place within you where anything is possible, where you feel you are enough, where you remember who you are and how much you can accomplish, as Lao Tzu says, by doing nothing. Just your energy, your vibration emanating, your guidance coming in just from your own light, your own litness. So much love, so much appreciation for the journey you are on. Thank you for sharing mine.